Hi everyone, welcome back to the Family Oasis, and this week we'll speak about grandparents or anyone who has spiritual influence over the next generations.
Yeah. In this world where it's loud, God really uses grandparents to bring stability and just the faith, like giving on the baton. And you might be here asking yourselves, do I still matter? Do my prayers still matter? Or my words still count? And we are here to tell you, yes, they do, more than you ever could know.
The Bible shows us that faith should be passed down, not just taught once, but lived and repeated through the generations. The greatest assignment you can have as grandparents is praying for your children and your grandchildren and the generation to come.
Yeah.
Even if you don't live close to them, that's a great way to have influence in their life.
Yes, and it's the most powerful weapon you can have. And as we already said, you do probably have a little more time than your kids have in raising your grandchildren. So use that time well in praying for things they don't even know they will need, in praying really heaven down for your kids and grandchildren, because they really need that. It's like that generational thing that we talked about is that your kids and grandkids can stand on the foundations of your prayer.
A word of caution: the best way to pass your faith through the generation is to honor how your children are raising your grandchildren instead of criticizing, undermining,
competing, or trying to parent them behind their back. We don't know yet, but probably it's not very easy to do because you see maybe things that you would do very differently, or you as a grandparent are a grandparent and not a parent anymore, so you feel like your heart hurts if your kids or daughter-in-law or son-in-law are too strict. But we really want to tell you that you are not the parent anymore, and the unity as a family, you can really break the unity by being critical, by speaking negatively, and that's something that makes the whole family system also crumble apart slowly.
And when you think about it, what happened is the legacy that we're trying to build
that have been built over generations.
Is slowly crumbling down.
Because the trust is not there anymore. You don't feel encouraged as parents because the grandparents or your own parents are criticizing you. And we've lived through that too, which was very difficult on both of us because we had different roles. I was the daughter-in-law and you were the son. And we hear that often as well when we talk to parents, that it's just there's something in between, even the couple, because mother-in-law, father or father-in-law, bring something to divide. And I know it's not in their heart to do, but it's what happens. And afterward, we had issues with it. Our friends have issues and have to walk through it. And there's really this Bible verse that we talk a lot more and more, where it's written that you should leave your father and mother. And that's a big step to do, because if you have issues with that, and we had issues with that, it's that you didn't cut the ties yet to your parents.
In my case, I didn't cut the ties. And the problem is I was not protecting my wife. I was more on the side of my parents. And maybe I was on the side of my parents not because I really wanted, but I felt the pressure to please them. And by pleasing them and not pleasing my wife, the role were inverted. So it took a couple of discussions that were not so easy for everyone, but to kind of cut the ties, to say, no, this is not going to happen like this. And over time, healing took place and it became better. But we always encourage couples, and especially, I would say the men sometimes, but it could be also the woman, but to have that discussion. And it can be a beautiful discussion, or it can be a more difficult discussion, but it's very important.
Yeah, to stand really for your own family. Just like a conference we did the other day where this came up a lot, especially with dads, where they were still had this connection to their moms and they couldn't stand for their wife, and just to see how that was so disruptive for their own marriage over years. So that's a word of caution for you grandparents. You hear it from your kids' side, and I know this is not your heart at all. So really be the encourager. If you want to bring like peace, encouragement, if you're not, you don't have to be in accordance with everything your kids do, because it's their decision too. But the most influence you will ever have is by praying for them and encouraging them every day.
As a grandparent, you can say things like, you are doing better than what you think.
Yes.
I'm praying for you. I'm thinking about you. You are actually a great parent for our grandchildren.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, or how can I support you? Because honor really opens up that door that criticism shuts closed.
And if you are feeling danger, if your children are doing something that is unsafe, for example, of course, I think you should speak about it.
With humility and gentleness. But don't forget, just pray before about it too, because the Holy Spirit can do so much more than your words can do.
Let's be practical and go through ways. How can you impact your grandchildren as grandparents? Number one, it's prayer. We said pray.
Like always.
Pray for them, but pray with them at meal times, at bedtime, when they do homework. It should be something that is taking over their lives, of course, in a natural way, but you have a great impact there.
And also tell your stories. Kids don't just need like Bible stories. They want to hear your stories, how God healed you, how He provided, how He helped you. These are just like the real life stories you walk through that they need to hear.
Okay. Number three, speak identity with authority over your grandchildren. You are loved. You are seen by God. You are made for a purpose. God sees you in a special way. God will, I don't know, there's so many, we get excited about this, but it's so important to hear this from the mouth of the grandparents.
As well, share Bible verses with them, like for their birthdays, for Christmas, that you're like really pray about like what verse to share. And worship, like have worship playing in your car when you're with them. There's just like this different possibilities to create this tangible faith from a grandparents that will really live through generations.
Number five, be consistent. Your grandchildren may forget what kind of presents they received from you, and that's totally fine. But forever they will remember your consistent prayer, you speaking life over them, the experience they had with you. This is powerful. And you may think, wow, I missed it. I don't even have connection with my grandchildren.
Or you're regretting your relationship, or maybe you've done things wrong.
But it's never too late. And we always say God is a redeemer. And it's the best time to start to be a praying grandparent yet.
Start now. And if you've done mistakes, you've crossed the line with your children, then really pray about it and ask God specifically what you need to ask for forgiveness for. And then do it. Either by phone, maybe you still have connection. If you don't, then write a letter and mail it and let God take care of it. Just like stay humble. Take your stand now. It's never too late. And your kids, your grandchildren need you as a praying grandparent, as a consistent grandparent, as a grandparent who stands in the gap for the next generations. So a little warning, you might not be a grandparent, but you're watching this because you thought, oh, maybe I could learn something, or maybe I could see what my mom or my in-laws are doing wrong or right. I want to tell you that our generation and the generations after have done a big mistake to give the biggest part and chunk of parenting to the grandparents, because we want to live our life. We're working a lot, so the grandparents are taking care of the kids most of the time of the week. And maybe we're not even like happy how they do it, but we gave them the responsibility, which is not theirs to take. And a lot of times I hear grandparents, they're not really happy, or they're like kind of crushed by this role because they don't want to parent again. They want to enjoy their grandchildren and also spoil them a little. So if you feel this unbalance in your own family, courageously pray about it. There might be changes you need to take for the health of your marriage, for your family, and the bigger family entity. And I really want to encourage you to do that.
And one last encouragement I want to give you. Over the years, I've seen many older generation, older people saying, I don't have anything to bring anymore. And I always say, you are not expired.
Yeah.
God has a big plan with you. It's not finished yet. And I think a lot of people needs to hear that.
Yeah, you are needed. But if you feel discouraged, just ask God to show you what impact your prayers have. So we hope this video encouraged you, and we are already looking forward to next week. Until then, bye.